Hi, I'm Anne.
And I'm Adam.
Welcome
to Daily English Podcast.
Today we are going to look at 10 important sentences, 5 at the A1 level and 5 at the B1 level, to understand how English sentences work from top to bottom.
That is right, Anne. Many people make mistakes because they try to translate directly from their native language. But English has very strict rules about word order, objects, negatives, and questions. Let's dive right in with our first A1 sentence.
Let's start with level A1 sentences. I like coffee.
In English, the subject is mandatory and always comes before the verb.
You cannot omit the subject like in other languages.
Also, notice the word coffee. Coffee goes immediately after the verb. Nothing can be put between the verb and the object. Speaking of coffee, Anne, why did the programmer quit his job?
Why, Adam?
Because he didn't get a raise. Get it? A raise/a raise?
Oh, Adam, that is a terrible joke. But it brings us perfectly to our next sentence.
The following sentence is, she doesn't speak French.
This is a negative sentence in a simple tense. In simple present and past tenses, we need an auxiliary verb like doesn't or didn't to form the negation.
The negative word goes right after the auxiliary before the main verb.
You know, Adam, speaking of languages, I tried to speak French in Paris once, and it was a complete disaster.
Did they understand you?
Not at all. They thought I was speaking music from another planet. But let's look at how we ask questions in English.
The following sentence is, do you have a car?
This is an interrogative sentence.
To form a question, there is an inversion of the order between the subject and the verb, and it must contain an auxiliary verb, like do.
It always ends with a question mark and never with a period.
A car. Remember when I lost my keys and looked everywhere for them? I asked myself, do I have a car or am I walking forever?
Yes, and you walked a lot that week. But remember, when we join two ideas with words like and or but, we have a special rule for the subject. Look at our fourth sentence.
The following sentence is, we go to the park and we play.
When using conjunctions like and or but, you must use a subject again before the new main verb. You cannot drop the second subject.
That rule saves so much confusion. It is like saying, Adam loves eating pizza, and Adam eats 3 big plates. Well, maybe just 2 plates.
Only 2? I think 3 is more accurate for you, Adam. Now, let's look at our final A1 sentence, which shows strong emotion. What a nice day.
This is an exclamative sentence. It is used to express the strong emotion of the speaker and always ends with an exclamation mark instead of a period.
Exclamative sentences can be affirmative or negative.
What a nice day to stay inside and code all day. Or, what a terrible day if your computer crashes.
Don't even mention crashing computers, Adam. That gives me nightmares. Now that we've finished our 5 A1 sentences, let's step up to the B1 level to learn more advanced structures.
Let's go!
The first one is, although it was raining, we went out for a walk.
At the B1 level, we use dependent clauses to show contrast. Notice that the subject we comes right before the main verb went.
And the direct object phrase out for a walk follows the verb immediately without anything trapped in between.
I remember walking in the rain with you last year, Anne. You brought an umbrella, but I forgot mine and got completely wet.
Yes, you looked like a wet puppy, but it was still a fun memory. Let's look at how we form questions in a compound tense like the present perfect.
The following sentence is, have you ever visited London?
This is an interrogative sentence in the present perfect tense.
The auxiliary verb, have, inverts its position with the subject, you, and comes first, followed by the main verb in its past participle form.
It ends with a question mark.
London is amazing. Have you ever been there, listeners at home? If not, You should put it on your travel list.
Absolutely. And speaking of travel and objects, look at our next sentence.
The following sentence is, he told me that he would arrive late.
Here we have a direct and indirect object structure. In English, the indirect object, me, and direct clause must follow the verb immediately. No adverbs or extra elements can be wedged between the verb told and its object, me.
That reminds me of the time I told Anne that I would arrive early, and then I arrived 2 hours late because I got lost looking for a coffee shop.
Classic Adam. You and your coffee shops. Let's look at a negative sentence in the past at a B1 level.
Oh.
The following sentence is, she didn't finish her project because she was tired.
This is a negative sentence in the simple past. We use the auxiliary didn't before the base verb finish.
Notice also the conjunction rule. When we use because to join clauses, each clause keeps its own clear subject, she.
Working late on software projects always makes people tired. That is why taking a break is so important.
Exactly, Adam. Rest is part of being productive. And now, let's look at our 10th sentence, which is an exclamative sentence at the B1 level.
The following sentence is, I have never seen such a beautiful sunset.
This is an exclamative sentence using a compound verb tense, present perfect, combined with an emotional exclamation. It expresses deep emotion and ends with an exclamation mark instead of a period.
Sunsets are wonderful. Do you know why the sun went to school, Anne?
Why, Adam?
To get a little brighter.
Oh, Adam, your jokes get worse every episode. But our listeners have learned 10 amazing sentence structures today, from A1 basics to B1 complexity.
That is right. If you enjoyed learning these grammar rules naturally with us, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share it with your friends.
Great! Let's review today's vocabulary.
Mandatory, required by rule or law.
Object, the thing or person affected by the action of the verb.
Auxiliary, an extra verb used with the main verb to show tense or form questions.
Negation, the act of making a statement negative.
Interrogative, asking a question.
Inversion, the swapping of the normal order of words.
Conjunction, a word used to connect clauses or sentences.
Exclamative, expressing strong emotion or surprise.
Dependent clause, a group of words with a subject and a verb that cannot stand alone as a sentence.
Contrast, finding differences between things.
Participle, a form of a verb used in compound tenses.
Indirect object, the recipient of the direct object in a sentence.
Base verb, the simplest form of a verb without any endings.
Coffee, a popular hot drink made from roasted beans.
Park, a public area of land with grass and trees for walking or playing.
Rain, water falling in drops from the clouds.
That's all for today, guys.
Take care, everyone, and keep practicing your English every single day.
Goodbye.